Hey guys, it's Zion Holy City. Today I'm answering Bamenda Mock 2020 Advanced Level ICT. Task A, Database 24 marks. Create a database by importing tables from a workbook found on your candidate folder. After importing the tables, proceed to carry out other database activities as instructed. The information is about sales recorded by an online supplier of goods to customer in some towns in Cameroon, which means a folder will be given to you with a certain file inside known as sales. It will be on your desktop. And normally you have to create a folder on your desktop with your name. So let's proceed. Procedure to import tables from the workbook into a database. A, create a database named supplies and save it in your candidate folder. Okay. To do that, you have to open a database. And you start. Click on Start, Access, Database Application. Access 2016, that's my version. I click on this blank desktop database to write the name of the database here, which is supplies. So, supplies. I click on this browse to save it in my candidate folder. When I come here, normally it has to be on the desktop. Let me just create mine. Here's my desktop. I click on the folder and I write the name. Let me just say my name is Zion ICT. Good. I will click on the folder, it's open, desktop, Zion ICT, my name. Then the file's name, supplies, I click on OK. It appears here with the extension ACC database with the extension of the database. Then you create the database. When you create the database, you see the name of the database on the title bar as supplies. Let's proceed. Right click on the default table name, table 1, found on the left pane of a database window here. Here's the left pane, here's the table 1, the default name. I have to right click on it like that. And select Excel through the import option to browse to the Excel file name sales in the candidate folder and click on OK. So you come on the import Excel, you locate your candidate folder by clicking on this browse. Normally it has to be on your desktop, but mine I kept it here. Here's it sales. I double click on it and I click on OK. The next step, select the item sheet in the show worksheet window and click next. Yes, here's the show worksheet. I select the item and I click on next. In the next step, ensure that the box on first row containing column headings is checked and click next. I should ensure that this is checked. It is checked. I click on next. Skip the next step that demands modifying data type by clicking next. Here you can modify the data type so you don't have to touch anything here. Just simply click on next. In the next window, select no primary key option. This will be done after the import. So you come and select no primary key option, which should be done after the import. Click finish to end the process. Verify that, and click on finish and close. Verify that the table name item is added in the table section of database. Here the table section of database, they have item added already. Follow the same procedure as above to import the customer and sales table. Okay, let's follow the same procedure to import the other two tables. Import this, browse, double click, okay. The next one is customer, next, this is okay, next, you don't touch anything here, next, no primary key, next, finished, close. Okay, sales now. Okay, here, no primary key. Now these are your three tables: customer, item, and sales. And the table pin, the right pin. Database activities. List all the attributes of the three tables. Here you have this customer table, item table, sales table. Let's list all the attributes. Directly from here, you can even see the attribute. You have the SN, name, and town. You can still go to their design view. Click here, go to the design view. Here you have the field name. The field names are also called attributes. Let me just share something with you. When you look at this table, this is a format of an ER diagram, an ER model. When you draw your table, also the entity here. The keys can be this way. Attributes and fields are the same thing. They have a data type. What is an entity? The principal object of a database whose information is to be collected, such as a person, place, or object. As a person, place, or object. So this is the entity. And in this example, you have the customer is an entity, order can be an entity, product can be an entity. You have the attribute. The attributes are characteristics of the entity or information about the entity that needs to be stored. If you take this entity, maybe a customer, all these things inside are called attributes, which are the characteristics of this customer, like the customer number, customer name, customer address, city and country. For a student is an entity. It can be the student name, student's age, student date of birth, student address, student sex. Those ones are attributes. Now, relationship, association between two entities. You can have a one-to-one, one-to-many, and many-to-many relationship. Here's a relationship. These are relationships that are linking two tables. Cardinality, define the relationship in a numerical context, particularly in minimums and maximums. This is a cardinality. One, many, one, many. Cardinality. So this is how you link tables. So let's go back to our database. If you observe very well, on this customer table, the fields are also called the attributes. Fields are also attributes. So what are the fields here, or the attributes here? You have the SN, name and town, for the customer table. For the item table, you have the item code, item name, and unit price. For the sales, you have the SN, item code, and quantity. Okay. Complete the table below by stating the field names and data types of the item table. Let's go to the item table. They want us to list the field names and data types. We have item code is a field name, data type short text, item name, data type short text, unit price, data type number. That's all about that. Identify the primary keys of the item and customer table. When you click on this item table, what can be the primary key? The primary key can be the item code, because a code cannot be duplicated. Each person or each item will have just a unique code. What is a primary key? It's a primary key uniquely identify each record in a database table. So each record should have a single primary key which uniquely identifies it. It cannot be duplicated. So that's what we call a primary key. So for this item table, we have the item code. And for the customer, you have the SN. SN, which is the primary key. You can see here, no duplication or repetition. 1, 2, 3, 4, it continues to 20. It cannot be repeated. Like for the item, then you also click, you have a S1, S2, S3, S1, S5. These things cannot be repeated or duplicated. State the foreign keys of the database. Okay. To know the foreign keys, if this is a primary key item code, if you see this item code, which is found on this item table. In another table, it becomes a foreign key. What is a foreign key? It's when you migrate a primary key from one table to another table. When it migrates from one table to another table, it becomes what we call a foreign key. It migrates from the mother table to the daughter table. So this customer table has this SN as primary key. The item table has item code as primary key. When you open to this sales table, you see there the SN and the item code, which means that the SN is a foreign key on the sales table and the item code is a foreign key on the sales table. So when it asks us to state the foreign keys of the database, you have to state SN and item code. Insert the primary keys in the database tables. Insert the primary keys in the tables of the database. Okay, let's come here with the customer table. Go to this design view. You click on this SN, which is already there. You click on this primary key. Here's the primary key here already inserted. You go to the item table, do the same thing. Design view. Click on the primary key. Then on the sales table now, you cannot click design view. You cannot make this a primary key nor this because they are foreign keys. A primary key cannot be a foreign key at the same time on the same table or in the same table. So here, and the quantity also is a number. It cannot be a primary key because the quantity can be the same. You can come and buy the same things with the same quantity. So there will be duplicated data here. For this example, I would like us to allow this one like this, but normally you can create another field here known as the sales ID and make it a primary key, but you can still allow it like this. Okay. The next thing, create a relationship of the three tables in your database. Draw the diagram in the space below. To create a relationship, you go on database tools, you go on relationships. Here you have to import your table. You start with the customer table, you add the customer table, add the item table, you click on the sales table and add the sales table, you close out of it. Okay, we can display them like this because this is a foreign key and this is a foreign key. This is a primary key and this is a primary key. You just click on this SN, which is a primary key, and drag it and connect it to this other SN here. Then you enforce referential integrity and you create. The database engine could not lock table sales because it's already in use by another person or process. Whenever you have this error, you have to learn how to troubleshoot because during your GCE you can having some type of errors that can make you to waste time and you realize that the time is already finished, that you have done nothing. So this type of error is good for you to learn how to troubleshoot. In this case, you just click on OK. It simply means that you close out of this, that the tables up here are still open. This table up here is still open. You need to close and come out from there. Click on close all. Save. Yes, save. Okay. Then you restart. No other windows is open here or no other table is open on this screen. Click on the database tool, relationship, the tables are already there, you restart, click on SN, you drag and you put here. Enforce referential integrity, you create. Good. It comes out with this thick black line with a one-to-many relationship. Do the same thing, item code, and item code this way. Enforce referential integrity, you create that relationship. The relationship is created. This is what you would draw exactly like this. You just draw it on your paper. Question 7. Create a query that will display the information of all the fields. Information of what? All the fields, including a calculated field named total price, which is a product of unit price and quantity. The field should be in the order, they're given an order here. So let's create a query. Let me first of all, okay, let's just create a query. Create, you go on the query design. You add the three tables again. One, customer, item, and sale. 3 tables are added. We close all of it. Okay, so you have field and table. Field and table. I said field are the attribute, then the table are the entities. Table represent the entities. So they're given an order here. They said SN. You come here, you select SN. SN. Next, name, found, item code. Let me pick it from here. Item name, unit price, quantity, quantity. Then the last one is total price. Save the query as general sheet, but the total price is a unit price, the product of the unit price and quantity. So you come here for the last one, under the field, provide the total price there. So total price. Column. You come, you build, because you need to do it in the form of product. When you build, you write it equals to sign. It's a product of what is the thing? Product of unit price and quantity. You click on your database supplies here, tables, product of unit price, I think whether unit price with okay, unit price is found on the item table. Click here, select unit price. That's it. Up here, you write here multiplication sign. Then the other one is found. The quantity is found, I think, on the sales table. Select your quantity and click on OK. Thing is okay. When you see this show, this box here checked, it means that all these things, all these field names will be displayed. Then we have been asked to save our query with the name general sheet. Where's the general sheet? General sheet. Click on OK. That's it. General sheet under what? Queries. Write down the expression you have used in the total price field on the line below. This expression here should be written. So you have to copy this expression and you write it on your paper. You can copy it, you open a Word document, you paste it there, and you copy on your paper. Let me display the query. Here's the query, the total price, with the formula already calculated. Total price, which is a product of this and this. 8. Create a query to display items bought by inhabitants of Limbe, Yaoundé, and Douala, where the number of items is less than 45. Another query to be done. Create query design. Let's bring our 3 tables. Okay, here we need to display create a query to display the item bought by inhabitants of Limbe. Inhabitants, which means that at least we should get the name of those staying there, the names. Inhabitants of Limbe. You can get their town. Inhabitants of Limbe, Yaoundé, Douala, where items are bought. Okay. Name. You can get where the town. Item. Item code, quantity, item name, yeah. Inhabitant of Limbe, Yaoundé, and Douala, where the number of items less than 40, then the quantity. Okay, when you go on this town, the criteria here, they said it's written Limbe, you write your Limbe there. Limbe, you come down, then criteria this or Yaoundé. Limbe, Yaoundé, and Douala. Douala. Yeah. Where the number of items is less than 45. Quantity criteria should be less than 45. I think the less than 45 can go anyway. Save the query as mean customers. Let's save the query as mean customers. Yeah, we have the name, the town, Douala, Limbe, Yaoundé, Douala, items, name, what they bought, and these things are all less than 45. Print the following: customer. So this one will be printed, customer. This one will be printed for you, customer. The general sheet will be printed, and the mean customer will also be printed. Question 9. Write a PHP code which creates a connection to this database in MySQL using MySQLi procedure. This code is a code that will help you create an interface that will permit access into this database. It's a form of security that you're providing on your database. Let me just share something on that. If you browse to this website, WTV Schools, and you come on the MySQL database and you click on the MySQL Connect, you see an example of the code written there. It's above the scope of your program, but here's it. You create connection, you just write this formula, this syntax. To create the connection, you just write this syntax. This syntax simply means you are creating a new user. You are creating a user with the username, server name, then and the password. Yeah, this portion is for the password. Sorry, this portion. When you write this command, you write the server name, you write the username, and you write the password. When you write this and you validate the command, whenever you want to access your database, you ask for the username and for the password. It's above the scope of this program. Because to do this, you have to install an Apache server on your computer and you download the PHP file. You download a PHP file. For that, for that computer, for that operating system, which will come and act as a driver. From there, you can now come and you create all these things you are seeing here to create the connection. You have to come and you put your username, localhost, your server name, localhost, username. You write what you want as your username. Maybe I can write Zion, then the password. I write my password, maybe GCE 2020 more. Then I create now the connection based on this information up here. The PHP sync. I create the info. I write this, create the connection based on all the information here, local host, username and password, which will present server name, username, and the password here. Then you check your connection, you do this, but what you need to write is just this code. You should know it's above the scope. This mock thing used to be very difficult. The big thing that are not taught in school, but it's not bad. It's for you to make research and understand more, to have more knowledge about this. So, with this is the end of the first part, tax A of your mock ICT advanced level. In my next video, I'm going to answer the tax B, which is spreadsheet, Excel, 20 marks.